Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Friday morning. Have a great show lined up. Got some special guests here in the studio. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. It's still cold. I was looking at the weather, the past week, and then they kept telling us it's going to warm up, but it just hasn't warmed up yet, especially here in the morning. It's going to be low tonight of 39 and a high today of 63. And our water temperature is ironically at 63 degrees also. It's went up 1 degree since yesterday, but not much variation going there. Let's take a look at our tide chart. All right, let's see. We got a tide chart over here. Let's look at the river readings first, okay? Apalachicola, Bluntstown, we talked about this yesterday. It's going up a little bit. We're going up to 4.1 tomorrow, and it's going to level off. It'll be a good day to be on a big river, all right? The other river reading, Choctahatchee at Caryville, is flatline. It's at a 3.6, and it's staying there, and it's not going to be much movement on that. Now, let's take a look at the tide chart. We pulled it out now. Take a look on your screen, brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. And their motto is when caring counts. They're located right here on 23rd Street. Today will be the 12th of December. Folks, Christmas is right around the corner. We've got about medium tide today. We have a low tide at 9:19 and a high tide at 10:51 and about a 1.3 movement on that tide. So the wind is going to be north at about 5, okay? Take a look. Let's go and do our fish and game forecast for this segment here, so we don't get caught up at the end and not have it. Brought to us by, here it is right here, Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty, number 832-6000. Our two times today, 4:12 to 6:12 this morning, and then we're looking at this afternoon from 4:34 to 6:34. Tell your boss you want to get off early and get on up there to the woods and get in a tree stand, and you'll be in great shape. All right? Now, that takes care of our weather. We're going to take a break and be right back with our guest. All right, welcome back. Two special guests here in the studio. I'm so glad to have them here. We're looking at a situation where we have a mother and a daughter with us, and we're going to let them introduce themselves. So go ahead, Pam, you go first.
Hi, I'm Pam Bouvier. I am a nurse with the Bay County Health Department, and this is my daughter Courtney, and I have two older boys, Cole and Chris, and a wonderful husband, Bobby.
Okay. And Courtney, what grade are you in?
I'm in the 9th grade.
And where do you go to school?
Bozeman.
Bozeman, up in the Sand Hills. Got a lot of viewers up in that area.
Yes,
and
sir.
it's a big outdoor area, too. Now, the reason I have them on the show, if you remember last week, maybe 2 weeks ago now, I showed this picture of this young lady with this big buck. Check it out. Now, this is special. I tell you on the show that day, this is special. First of all, it's a huge buck. And it was your first buck, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then what made it special too, her mother Pam she and her friend was the first two girls I ever had in my outdoor ed class at Mosley. So I just thought it so ironic because I called them and said, I want y'all to come on the show and tell us a little bit about it, and tell us about the hunt and everything, and then tell us about things y'all enjoy. So let's talk about the this big buck. So tell us sort of how it happened.
I was watching him on camera for about 2.5 months. And I had watched him move from camera to camera on our lease, and then one night we were all sitting there talking, and we all started showing our pictures of him, and then the next day I ended up seeing him.
Well, now tell us about what area do y'all's lease in? Where's it at?
It's on 388, and it meets up to Burnt Mill Creek.
Okay. And see, that's in Bay County.
Mm-hmm.
And that's first of all, here's the irony of all of this. That's a big buck for Bay County, and it's on leased land, and y'all, that's your first buck, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, how was he running towards you, or what?
It was him and 2 other bucks, and I had actually just woke up.
Just sleeping in the sand.
And my dad told me, he was like, Courtney, here comes a buck. He was like, here comes another buck. So I watched them 2 walk in. First one walked out, and I was like, Dad, here comes another one. he was like, your second one's going to be your shooter. So he walked out, and Dad was like, don't look at his horns. But then he starts counting. So I was like, don't count. I was like, I don't want to know what's on his head. And then he walked out and actually looked right at me.
So how far away was it when you shot?
He was probably only like 40 yards.
Okay. And what kind of gun were you shooting?
Browning 243.
243. That's a good gun right there. And now, were you excited?
Oh yeah, I started crying.
Now, where were you, Mom, when all this going on?
I was in bed.
So did you get a call pretty quick?
She called me and said, I'm never hunting again. I just missed the biggest deer I have ever seen in my entire life. And I said, Courtney, are you kidding me? Well, I had Black Friday shopped all night long, so I'd been asleep maybe 2 hours. And she said, I missed him. And I said, are you kidding me? And she said, no, I'm just kidding. I'll be at the house in a minute with him. So I knew exactly which deer it was because we've been watching him on camera for so long.
You knew which one it was? Wow.
Yeah.
So everybody's excited, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, the only bad thing about it is going to be hard to top that.
Oh, yeah. My brothers were jealous.
Yeah, you got 2 older brothers, right? That's
Yeah. They were actually dog hunting on our other lease, and they made me take the deer to our other lease to show it to them.
Are the leases close to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. 388 and 79. So.
Well, okay, we're gonna start going into some other pictures. Now, are there some more big deer up there?
Yeah, I got a few more on camera.
You gonna let somebody else shoot them, or you gonna shoot them?
Depends.
Well, okay, tell us real quick about yourself. You're a 9th grader at Bozeman. What are some of the things you really enjoyed doing at school?
At school, I mean, I play softball. And it's just fun being around all my friends at our little school.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all do have outdoor ed class up there too.
Yes, sir.
That's good. And I know you used to like to play ball too, didn't you?
Yeah, played softball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny because I went into the outdoor ed program. It was 18 boys and me and Becky Harrison.
That's right.
We begged you. I had to beg you to let another girl in there, so I was the only one.
Yeah.
And then when Coach Fields developed the program at Bozeman, my boys actually got to go through it, and she'll get to go through it her senior year. So that's pretty neat that another generation's getting to experience an outdoor education program. It's good for them.
It really is. I'm so proud of y'all doing it up there too. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and look at these pictures. All right, welcome back. Sitting here with mother and daughter team that loves the outdoors and lives up there, the Roper family and Roper, maiden name, Boober family. And Bobby, now, your husband loves to hunt and fish and all.
Absolutely. He's an avid hunter and fisherman, and he loves to hunt and fish any chance he gets.
So it just didn't happen. This buck didn't just happen. Y'all been sort of doing this outdoor stuff and camping and all that kind of stuff, ain't you? Let's look at, I know I was going to ask you, Pam, why in the world did you want to take outdoor ed? Why did you want to be the first girl to take outdoor way back in the day?
Well, I always enjoyed your class, but I don't think that I always loved to do things outdoors. Even my senior year, my parents would let us go camping and with all of my friends, and it was just a lot of fun to do something and go learn something that you could take with you as far as fishing or hunting, or we used to throw the cast nets and the fly lines in the pool and making leads, and it was just a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad you have great memories of it, and this is a direct result of, she grew up around it and she kept doing it. Now your family, 2 boys and a girl, and they all continue doing it. I'm sure later on in life they will continue this outdoor activity, and it's just great family stuff, isn't it?
I think kids being outdoors keeps them out of trouble, so it's good for them. Yeah,
that's good. All right, we're going to look at some of these pictures. All right, Courtney, tell us about this first one up here.
That is us at our dog hunting lease, and we were actually I think we were actually just like trailing, looking for a track.
All right. Tell us about this next one here.
We were in the dove field. That's actually me and Mom at the dove field while the guys were hunting.
Y'all are chilling, aren't you?
Yeah, taking a break.
Taking a break. Now, where do y'all do your dove hunting?
Our dog hunting lease.
Do you got a place up there?
79.
How many acres y'all have up there?
Oh, I think I'm probably wrong about this, but I want to say it's somewhere between 15,000 and 20,000. It's a lot. It's quite a bit.
Land up
I
there.
might be wrong, but.
All right, here we got the family here. Now, this is not outdoor outfit you have on. What is this?
That was actually last week going to our freshman ball,
Oh,
or the legacy ball.
and that's your two brothers. Tell about your brothers.
It's Cole on
That's
the left.
Cole on the left, Chris on the right. They're 20. They're both my half brothers.
Okay, and they love to hunt and fish too,
Oh
don't
yeah, they've taught me a lot.
they? All right. Now, what kind of hunting you doing here?
That's a dove. We were dove hunting.
All right. Fishing.
Yep, up there at our lease. That's actually on our lease on Burnt Mill Creek.
Is that Burnt Mill Creek right there? or-
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Now tell us about this one. Fam,
That is my high school year of 1994, and that is me and you and Becky Harrison outside of the gym. If I had to guess, we're probably having a cookout on a Friday afternoon. We used to go get a bag of oysters, and we used to cook out. It was a lot of fun.
yeah, you know, when we first started doing the cookouts, I'll never forget, the oysters were a staple. We'd always get oysters and all. And we had different administrators. One of the administrators asked me to quit bringing oysters. He's afraid one of the kids would get sick. So we don't do oysters anymore.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun.
They're also not $20 a bag anymore.
They're not $20 a bag. You're right. And it was funny. But my favorite part of that picture, other than you two girls, was that cap we had. And that cap, if you see that cap in the picture, I still have that cap. And I was the last one left. Remember that was in style back then, but now it's coming back in style. I know it's because some of the kids are getting these really high ones, but it was really out of style for a long time. But that same cap is in the classroom there at school above the TV there, and the kids, every kid in class wants that cap, but I won't let them have it.
Oh.
All right, let's look at and what's your buddy doing now? What's she doing?
She does mortgage lending. She actually did my mortgages, so I've actually done business with her twice. She's doing great. She's got 2 kids, Cora and Cooper. She's married to a guy named Craig, and so she's doing really good.
Are they doing any outdoor stuff? They get a chance to do some
Yeah,
outdoor
they
stuff?
fish a lot.
Good.
I've seen them riding 4-wheelers and stuff like that, but I don't know that they hunt a whole lot, but they fish a whole lot. Her husband is a very avid fisherman.
Cool. All right, let's check this out. This is a cute picture here. Tell us about this one, Courtney. What is this? You remember this?
Do you know where you were at?
I think we were actually at
The dam.
the dam, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you remember you caught anything?
I don't really remember.
And you,
Okay. When I was little, that was my favorite thing to do, was to nail nails into the shed porch.
Well, listen, that's a lot of fun. I mean,
That was my favorite thing to
do
do.
you still enjoy doing it?
Yeah. I go out there and I nail them in and I'll pull them out.
This looks like fun.
Yeah, that was actually my first river trip. And that was all the kids sitting around the fire. We were actually cooking our dinner.
That was about 3 weeks ago. They got to stay the night on the houseboat.
Oh,
and
cool. So y'all down at the river then?
They're squirrel
Yeah.
hunting.
Oh, that's squirrel
squirrel
hunt.
hunting.
Good deal. Okay, that's all of them there. Do we have any more? I think that's it. Yeah. And I was gonna. Have you decided yet? Of course, you're just a 9th grader. What you want to do later on in life? Or?
I think I want to go into the medical field, but that's what I'm stuck on right now.
Yeah. Well, a lot of your friends up there at Bozeman, a lot of them like outdoor stuff too, don't they? You know.
Yeah.
That's what I missed, that segment, you know, when you were going to school and all. We have all those kids went to Mosley also, but now they go to Bozeman. I miss those kids. I really do. Now, Pam is the kind of girl, I was going to tell you, not too long ago, well, maybe a couple years ago, I got a call. My dog, I have a Labrador Retriever, that
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
so just every now and then, if I leave her out too long, she'll just take off. And I make a long story short, and of course I have a name on it, phone. I get a call. At that time I just had a phone number, I think. And I got a call one Friday afternoon, and this person was in the middle of Highway 77 in Southport. And so tell us what the situation was.
We were chasing your lab down the highway.
My lab was on Highway 77, and you're talking about a cat having 9 lives. That dog's got 9 lives, and she was the kind of person. She stopped, and with all the traffic and all, And
I opened the door and she loaded right up.
and you're in the meeting there, and you called, and then we started talking, and said, "Who is it?" And to find out, here is Pam calling. And you had no idea it was my
I
dog.
recognized your voice. Yeah.
That's neat. So I never will forget that. One of the things too, I was going to ask you, when your kids were growing up, y'all just made a special point to take them outdoors, like I said earlier. I mean,
they've been hunting since they were in car seats.
Yeah.
I mean, they were tiny, and you know, riding in the truck. It's usually a huge fight of who's going to sit in the front and the back, and to this day, it's still like that. Even with the boys having their own vehicles, but we have always carried them and taught them, you know, to do things outdoors.
I've been hunting for as long as I remember.
That's cool. Now, who'd you want to give a shout out to this morning? Who'll be watching this show you think might want to say hi to?
I don't really.
Your grandparents, your aunts and
Yeah.
uncles?
Grandma and Papa,
Grandma and Papa.
Okay.
your daddy, and your brothers.
Yeah.
So they'll be watching, you think?
Maybe. I hope so.
It'll be on YouTube too, so you can get a lot of people to watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, now what's your plans for Christmas holidays? Y'all gonna do a lot of stuff then?
My husband took 2 weeks off, so I'm imagining that I'll be sitting in the front seat of a truck in the middle of 79 dog hunting.
Okay.
We'll do a lot of that, a lot of eating, a lot of family gatherings.
It's like a tradition every year to go hunting on Christmas. After we do all of our Christmas stuff, we always go hunting.
Well, that's a good tradition to have.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm so proud of y'all coming on the show, and I know you had to get up early this morning, didn't you? Traffic's not bad this time of day.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
Well, good luck to you, and y'all stay in touch and keep sending me the pictures. Okay. And as always, it's great to see you. And I'm gonna save that picture. In fact, I'm gonna show my class that picture. My first, I've told them about it, but now I'm gonna
We
show
need
the
to have an alumni day. We need to all get together. That would be fun.
You know, Pam, I hear that. We're gonna put something together. It's just all the outdoor ed kids, and just bring some oysters up to school or something. We can do it for adults.
Yeah.
and have a cookout or something. All right, we'll do that. Now we're going to draw. We're going to do our Tarpon Dog Seafood drawing, and this is going to be for the $20 gift certificate for the first one, then the big red snapper for the second one. And we're going to let Courtney, since she's so lucky, getting that big bug, we're going to let you do the drawing, honey. So you just draw one name out of there for this one. This will be for the $20, and the winner is Margie Gilmore from Highland Park. Okay, just write down $20 on that. Okay, so I'll keep them straight. We'll stir it up again. It's going to be for the big red snapper. And we're going to be, all right, let's see who this winner is. This winner is Crystal Melvin from Youngstown. All right, that's her second win, right? Red snapper on that one. All right. Now, we're going to have a couple more weeks of drawing, then we're going to start back over in January. You did good. You're a good assistant.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming on.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Okay. Folks, we're going to take a break and come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. All right. Welcome back to the famous Friday fishing forecast brought to us by Tarpon Dog Seafood. I have the screen on what we had it on the other day when Bill Allen was here, so we'll start right there. And we're talking about the area in Apalachicola Bay, the northern part, all the creeks and rivers. I don't want to belabor the point because Bill and I talked about it on Wednesday's show, but that is some excellent fishing right in that area and some good opportunities. Now, the fishing has been a little slow from all the reports I've gotten. I do want you to be aware of the surf fishing and bridge fishing. This time of year, there seems to be a lot of people and justifiably so, fishing from bridges and the surf and all, because it's cool enough to do. I mean, the water's it's cooled down, but it's cold sometimes to get on a boat and go way out in a boat and spend a couple of hours on a boat where you can go on shore, and if you get cold, you can warm up in your truck, or you can go out on the bridge. And also, I do want to mention the St. George Island, the old St. George Island Bridge right here, going out toward from East Point there. That would be some really good fishing. The trout bite will be really good there. And speaking of trout, all over, all of the bay systems, all of our bay systems now, the trout are doing well, but the trout are small. Every report I've got has been some small trout. Every now and then somebody gets a gator trout, but most reports have been really small trout. That's Mexico Beach. Again, We talked about that area where they've gone up in the canal and go way over and over here in Mexico Beach, right here in the canal. This is going to be, in fact, every Christmas vacation, I like to, Mary Smith and I do some fishing in the area, going up in the canal, and we'll actually troll between the 2 points, okay, between the T and the mouth of it, and we put in right there at the bridge, and we'll troll, and we'll go back and forth about right there in the center part, and we'll catch a nice mess of trout right in that area right there. It's trolling right there in the center of the screen, and we're talking about right in here. And then we'll also, if we get a chance, I love fishing this area. This is a real large area. I'm going to zoom in on it so you can talk about. And you've seen my video from several times. Videos I've made from fishing there. I fish there a lot. They have a lot of room here. You got a couple of holes out in here. You had room for the barges to come through, and there are a couple of really good spots there. And we can anchor up there. But the trolling part will be right here in the center. We troll back and forth right in here. This big, we go back and forth and have good results. Okay, let's go up here to Bay County, East Bay. East Bay has done well on the. Been some nice redfish caught out of East Bay, and also the flounder is still catching flounder. I've gotten reports of folks catching flounder at the jetties. Now they've been sort of casting up into the rocks, getting close to the rocks. There's still about 90% of the flounder out of here. I'd say 80 to 90%, but there's still some flounder still hanging around those rocks. So some folks are still catching some. Surf fishing continues good on the west end. It's been excellent red fishing over there. And I'm going to run out of time. I would say, this weekend it's going to be cool. There'll be some really good trout fishing. It's not a lot of redfish being caught, but there've been some caught. Choctaw Bay is looking good also, and there's still some mullet over there. Someone said. All right, we're going to have to wrap it up. As always, thank y'all so much for watching Panhandle Outdoors. You have a great outdoor weekend. Do something good for someone else, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.